You are live.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Josue's workshop on thank you on map. So, although this workshop will focus mainly on the map method, we'll be using other methods as well. So, I want to make this workshop as interactive as possible. So feel free to participate and ask questions. We will cover 3 exercises. So the first one will be quite straightforward, and the last 2 a bit more challenging. So I've created the first 2 questions, which will be soon available on the Codery platform, and the last question will be done on the Codery platform. It will be on JavaScript upper intermediate question 3. Okay, so as I said, the workshop is on the map method. So can anyone tell me what the map method is, when it can be applied, and what does it do?
As in how does it work? Do you mean like as in how does it work and what's the purpose of it?
Yes.
So if you want to transform an array into another array, so for example you want to transform each element, you could use it to modify each element, you could use it to change the type, that's why you'd use it if you want to transform an array, every element of an array to something else in a new array.
Okay, that's a good.
Map returns a new array of the same length as the previous array.
Okay, I think that's correct. Okay, because it's I think that's what we call a pure method, because it doesn't modify the original array. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it's something different.
No? Okay.
You made it sound a bit better.
Okay. But anyway, I've got the formal definition, which is taken from w3school.com. So it said the map method creates a new array with the result of calling a function for every element, calling a function for every array element. Okay, so I'm not going to read all of it. The last point say that this method does not change the original array. So I guess we can say that the map method is, in general, it's what we call a pure method. Okay. So let's go back to the previous page. So now we're going to do question 1. Let me just copy and paste this. Actually, I do this later. I'm just going to create the function first. And I'm going to call it is football player still playing. Okay, is football player retired? Is that better? Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to invoke my function on line 20. I'm going to create an array of objects. So I need 4 names of football players. So to read. Okay, yeah.
I was going to ask before you did it. Is this supposed to be a React function? Because you use the capital letter at the beginning of the function name.
No, I can think of like I deliberately made a mistake and then I wanted to. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay, but okay.
Why would it fries?
Yeah. So okay, let me change it to. Okay. So I need 4 names of football players, 2 that are still playing and 2 that are retired.
Thierry Henry retired.
Okay.
On the spread.
Thierry Henry.
So, Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Usain Bolt.
He
That-
did play to be fair.
Yeah, in Australia. Okay. So, comma is retired and true. He's retired. Okay. I need another name. Someone else? Filippo Inzaghi. Okay. Used to play for AC Milan. Filippo Inzaghi.
Probably too young to remember him. Yeah.
How do you spell Inzaghi? I have no idea. Oh yeah, Gideon. We have, yeah. A. Like this. Okay. So another name? Yeah, I like it. Cantona. No, he's retired. Like Ronaldo? Cristiano. Okay, Cristiano. Yeah. False.
CR7.
Yeah, that is his nickname.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Why?
He was the number 7.
Oh, yeah.
So Cristiano. Okay. And Jonathan. Lionel Messi. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do now, I want the output to give me the name of the player that are retired. Okay. So what do I need to do first on line number 16? Line number 16. I need to pass in a parameter. Okay. So what do you think would be a suitable name? Yep. Okay. So then I'm going to use the return keyword. Okay. Let's use the players is now a variable. Okay, so what do I need to do next, Gideon? if you could please tell us. Okay. That's something you mentioned 2 minutes ago. So what do I do? Like, what if I type in player? Arrow function. So what would you do? What would you do next? You say player is retired?
Wait, are we trying to get the retired ones or the unretired ones?
The one that are retired.
That's it
Hmm?
then. That's it.
Okay.
You don't need to do anything.
Okay. So okay, let me just press enter. Ah, it's not working. Okay.
Scroll down. You got something in your console? Or?
Yeah. It does it sometimes. I'm just going to use another snippet. Okay, let's press enter. So I've got an array of 2 objects. Okay. So Thierry is retired, and so is Inzaghi. But let's say I just want their names. Okay. So if I just want their names, I need to use map. I would use, yep. What did you say? Okay. So we use map, player. What would you do next, Nicholas? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's press enter. And boom. Question 1 is done.
Mr. Boom.
Any questions regarding question 1? No? It was quite easy. So now let's try to do question. Did you say it's hard?
No.
Okay. Workshop. Okay, let me delete this. Just need to do a copy and paste. Okay. So now I'm going to create another function, and I'm going to call it add one and get total. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to pass in this string 9, 5, and 7. Okay. Okay. So these are the instructions for question 2. So we are asked to add 1 to the character 9, 5, 9, and 7 in the string. And we need to use the map method and other ones, so that the output is 24 as a number and not 24 as in a string. Okay. So that's the hint. You may use the map method more than once, and there is more than one way to actually solve that question. Okay. So same thing again. We need to pass in a parameter on line number 9. So I'm going to call it string, or maybe just str. Okay. So I think the first step would be to turn the string into an array, because arrays are easier to handle. So how do we turn a string into an array? Split, okay. Is it with comma? Okay. What if let's try to do it without, just to see what we get. Just to see what we get if we don't actually pass in a comma into split. Oh, yeah. Good point. Okay, so if I don't pass in a comma, that's the output I'm getting. So we want to get rid of the commas, and we want to keep 9, 5, and 7. So that's what Nick. Okay, so now we got rid of all the commas. Okay, so now, because we want the output to be a number and not a string. So does anyone know any method we could apply?
You can use map and then put a number inside.
Yep.
So you stop now.
Then map. Then. Okay. Or element number.
Just write number with capital N inside.
Oh yeah. Okay. Like this. Let's see if it works. That's not how I would do it, but you know, as I said, that there's like many ways to solve that question. It works. Well done, Nicholas. Yeah. Yeah. That's how I can I. Hang on. Yeah. That's that. Okay. That's how I did it. That's kind of the long way. So I just wrote, let's say, element. And then can write number, element, press enter, and you get the same thing. Yeah, that's more elegant.
So if it's the same thing, which one is the best to use? Or
I think Nicholas' way is obviously shorter, so
is it fine to use it? Or should I prefer to use like element and number?
I mean, like if you're quite advanced, I think just pass in number. But if you're still like at an intermediate level, I guess you should probably use my way. Yeah. So, but then because Zara said that we can, instead of writing number, we could just write plus sign, and we get the same thing. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to add 1 to each number in the array. So we'll go from 9 to 10, 5 to 6, and 7 to 8, and then just add them all to get the total. Okay. So I mentioned that we could use the map method more than once. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to use map again. So dot map. And this time I'm going to use a callback function. That's function. Number. This one. So it's complaining about something. Yeah, and then I need the return statement. Okay. Is there any comments? So let's press enter, see what we get. Okay. We're getting that's what we were expecting, 10, 6, and 8. So now the final step is to get the total. Okay. So does anyone know any method to get the total? Reduce. Okay. Because the output is an array, so we can use reduce. Okay, so let's just pass in. ACC stands for accumulator, and the shorthand for current value. Okay. Arrow function, curly braces, return, and AC plus current. Oh yeah, I forgot the brackets. Should be brackets here and there. Okay. So do you think that should give us the right output, which is 24? Yep. Okay, let's press enter and we get 24. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, so why did you use one function in one and then another one arrow function? Why not just arrow function for both of them, one function for both of them?
You mean on line
Yep.
11 and 13?
Yep. Should be consistent.
Yeah, okay, good point. Just so you want me to use an arrow function on? It's fine. Okay. No, for no reason. For no particular reason.
Why did you use map at all if you want to end up with one number? That's my question. Why use map at all if you want to end up with one number at the end? Couldn't we just do it all inside the reduce? We've got two maps. We definitely don't need two maps. We could do one map. But then do we even need one map?
Yeah, good point. Can use, yeah.
So
But
you
it's also
could delete both of those maps and just put return accumulator plus current value plus 1. Boom, done.
even shorter. Okay. Yeah, but as I was saying at the beginning, there's more than one way to solve that question. That's probably not the most efficient way to go about it, but it works.
Can't argue that, yeah.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Does the map function only take one parameter? You make it take different cases.
Does the map function?
Can it take more than one parameter?
Right.
Is it just one?
No, it takes others.
I think it can take up to 4.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah, so those 4 are the current value.
The accumulator, the array.
No, we're talking about map. So
Oh,
Map function.
the current value, the index, yeah. Next one, the array, yeah. And we can change the value of this inside of a lot of these higher order functions as well. So the fourth argument that map can take would be this value or this object.
okay.
So what are the major differences between the map and the reduce function?
So map returns an array of the same length as the original array. Reduce reduces it down into one single value. So that was why I asked why use map if you want to reduce it down into a single value at the end. Yeah? You could just do it all inside the one reduce function if you want 24 at the end.
Now I guess I use map once because then you want to turn each element into a number.
Sure, but you could do that inside reduce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Okay. Okay. Last question, which is on the platform. So which one is it? Okay. Yes. So JavaScript, upper intermediate. Okay, let's do question 3. Okay, sort actors by age. Okay, so some of the legendary celebrities in Hollywood are thinking about retiring. Because of that, we want to pay tribute to some of them. Please list their name sorted by age from youngest to oldest. I think the question kind of gives us a hint. But I think we already. They say sort actor by age. So what does that tell us? Probably mean that we need to use the sort method at some point. I would say. So first, I'm going to pass a parameter on line number 1, and I'm going to call it array. Okay. And then on line number 2, I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to call it movie stars. Okay. Oh. Okay. So what do I need to pass in the as an argument?
A and B, or like A and B, or
Yep.
like it takes two sort functions. Takes two.
Okay. Let's say actor A. Actor B. Okay. Our function. Oops, sorry.
It should be consistent with capitalizing.
Where?
Is this another trick?
Is that a React actor or?
No.
Actor A and actor B.
Oh yeah. My mistake. Yeah.
What's an A is celebrity?
Yeah. Okay. It's complaining somewhere. Sorry. Okay. Here. Okay. Well spotted. Okay. So now I'm going to make a mistake. And just tell me what I should write instead. So if I type in actor A, my
He's way ahead of you.
because I just said I'm going to make mistakes. Yeah, so it's on purpose. Okay, so you said it should be actor B first. That's what you said? Okay. Why?
That one's the big number, minus small. So it will sort the array from bigger numbers to small numbers.
Yeah, because we want the youngest.
Yeah,
To-
we want the oldest first.
Big, small.
I want the youngest first, the youngest to oldest, but
But the number,
Yeah, because obviously if you are born in 1960, you're younger than someone who is born in 1950. That's what you're trying to say. I think that's what you're trying to say. Okay. 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 Let me press. Yeah. Let me press test. Okay. Oops. You didn't return anything. Okay. Because the thing is, I'm not returning line number 2. I'm not returning movie stars. Let's return movie stars.
You need to do it dot born.
yeah,
Yep.
Just sort the whole object.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
do you need to return new stuff? And do you need to create a new variable or just return everything?
Let's do it step by step. Okay. Now, if I return movie stars, press step. Okay. So the output is I've got Antonio Banderas first, Alec Baldwin second, and then Bill Murray, which is the oldest. So it's in the right order, but what the output should be, we only want the names of each of them, okay? So that's when the map method comes into play. So I'm going to append map chain at the end of the movie stars. Okay. So now, as an actor, actor dot name. Okay. Okay. Do you think that would work? Confetti times. Thank you. So we've got some elegance issues. So in me to, okay, like this. Then I don't need. And then just append the map. Just this. Okay. Yeah, elegance issues. So line number 3, semicolon. I've got some indentation. Line number 3, semicolon, and semicolon on line 4. Okay.
Very nice.
That was the last question. Any comments? Questions? From anyone? Okay. In that case, that's the end of the workshop. Thank you very much.
Very good.